Hello everybody and welcome back to another character guide video for One Piece Burning Blood. Now, we're going to be talking about Jinbe. By the way, my name is Silvokiji. I think I should mention that. Yeah, my name is Silvokiji. Of course you already know that. But yeah, so this is TheZoneGamingGo where we talk about Jinbe. Now, the reason we're talking about Jinbe is because I recently saw a video on my channel that kind of got me thinking about actually Jinbe stuff, and I was like, you know, I need to do this. It needs to be done. And yeah, that's basically why we're here. So Jinbe is a power type character. He's 2,500 points. He is a, well, he is not Delph-Fruit, nor is he Hockey. He's basically nothing. But he has tech in order for him to actually get rid of Delph-Fruit abilities as well as kind of pressure your opponents really bad. Okay, so first off, we'll start with his basic combo. So his basic combo is going to be 5 hits. Yeah, 5 hits ending with his water shot. Now, sometimes I call this move Water Jujutsu or call it Water Drops. It has different names for different people, but we usually just call it Water. I call it Water Driplets or Water Drops. Now, this move itself, Water Shot, doesn't actually do a lot of damage, but it removes Delph-Fruit for 10 seconds. Now, Koala's not Delph-Fruit character, so you're not going to see the actual effect on her. So, if any character has Delph-Fruit, will actually remove their Delph-Fruit for 10 seconds, meaning they can't use any Delph-Fruit related abilities. So, special attacks that match their Delph-Fruit cannot be used. So, characters like Kaziru can't use any of their special attacks, Akin can't use any of their special attacks, Soba just loses Flame Fist. Okay, so his range attack is a swing kick. Now this swing kick cannot be interrupted in this combo really well. It's basically like a mix-up variation combo, and of course you can always bring another player for some more attacks. It does give a good flinch though. Now in the combo, it's basically the same exact thing, so you don't have to worry about anything being variation-wise. His jumping attack is a kick that does a flinch. It's a very fast kick considering how big his body is. And his jumping unique is a karate chop. Ooh, my bad, wrong character. His jumping attack is actually a foot dive. And the foot dive itself, he kind of lays himself in the air and he just swings down. And it does a really good long stagger, and you can combo really easily with it. Now, his normal guard break is a stagger star punch. Or face punch, whatever you want to call it. In a combo, it is the same exact thing. Putting person in kneeling state. His heavy guard break is command grab, which it grabs you, swings you around, and it tosses you, putting you in a, I don't know what to call that, rolling state, I guess? Okay, now for his unique buttons. Actually, no, for his running attack. His running attack is a forward punch that puts the person in a stagger type state. Can be comboed afterwards. His unique button first move is basically like a water, I guess you could say a miniature version of Water Shot. It's a lot faster than Water Shot, and of course can defeat Delph-Fruit it can defeat Logi. His, down unique is like a water tsunami. Water tsunami puts the person in a rolling state and does about 2 or 3 hits. It's 3 hits? I think it's like 2 hits. Yeah, 2 hits puts them in a rolling state. If they get hit by that first hit, they won't actually get rolled until the second one. Now, as you can see, because of how he actually swings the water though, if the person is directly in front of him, depending on how small they are, it can actually miss. So if I'm like slightly like, you know, a little bit over here, I can get the hit off. Ooh, no, I cannot. So awkward. It's such an awkward range though. So if she's like in front of my face, I will miss her. Now Water Tsunami, Water Shot, and the Water, whatever this thing is, all have the ability to remove Delph-Fruit for 10 seconds. So it's basically, Jinbe is one of the known Delph-Fruit killers in this game. Okay, now for his special buttons. His first special attack, of course, is Water Shot. This move can be interrupted easily in a combo, just in case you just want to get it done. Now, when you're actually doing his normal guard break, you really can't do anything afterwards without switching your opponent out, so it's kind of good to go for Water Shot. Now, same thing goes for his flash counter. His flash counter basically is normal guard break. And it's better to go for, but this is what I hate what people do. Some people go for a normal guard break and then try to use like Shark Brick Fist right afterwards. Not normal guard break, but flash counter. It drops. Because what the Brick Fist does is that it actually like lifts you up in the air. But if you're already kneeling on the ground, there won't be a lift. It'll just kind of like, just kind of fall off. But with your Water Shot, is, you know, it's good to use. Now, when you're going to get a non-Delph-Fruit character, Jinbe has less effectiveness in terms of flash countering and normal guard break, so you probably need to, you know, do more of your Shark Skin and Shark Brick Fist. Now, Shark Brick Fist is his strongest move. This move has like a little rotation effect. As you can see, around the Brick Fist, there's like a couple of like waves. These waves are actually like a short projectile. So after about like a second, 2 seconds, I mean, it'll actually like a shockwave. So from this distance, this actually will hit. Now, another cool thing about this move is that the shockwaves themselves aren't really considered actual, hits. So what you can actually do is kind of like repeatedly do it over and over again in a wall. If I just did the, and then the next one, yeah, you can actually get multiple hits on that if they don't get hit by the actual fist. The shockwave is okay. Now, Koala has the same move as Jinbe, as I've described in another character guide video, but unlike hers, his is a lot wider, and also hers, I think, can kind of go a little bit further, and it's weaker, of course. Now, his other move, as we all know from Koala, is Shark Skin Palm Thrust. Now, this move itself is a huge counter move, soaks up that damage, brilliant move in itself that can be, of course, sidestepped, but when actually done, it soaks up the damage, takes the armor, and can also be comboed with the Shark Brick Fist, which of course can be comboed again if you're in a wall. Now, this move is very, very good to use for Jinbe, because when you're actually fighting and you're afraid someone's going to do like a flash counter or something, or you're like, oh, he's going to do a mix-up combo, let me just go ahead and do this. Because once Jinbe actually moves his hand back, it starts. Like, not even when it starts, like, it's just, okay, now, and now. It's open. And just like that. So you got to look at that timing, which he actually does that move, you can retaliate against your opponent. Now, Shark Brick Fist, as you know from Koala, is a Unity Chain. And unlike Koala, this is his only Unity Chain he actually has. So most of the time, people are going to be using Jinbe to actually start Shark Brick Fist to use the Unity Chain. Now, I'm telling you this because if you're playing against... Jinbe, in my opinion, isn't really team-specific, but he's more like a counter-specific. So he's a very good 1v1 character, as well as, if he's the last person on your team, because he can cover up enough damage. But he shouldn't be relied upon to beat characters that are non-Delph-Fruit. And I say this because his damage output is strong, but he mainly can use off his tech if the person itself is Delph-Fruit. Good for you that most people in the meta are Delph-Fruit. Now, his special movement is basically a running palm thrust. This move itself can beat out a lot of other special movements, as well as push your opponent back so far in the corner. And that's kind of where you want your opponent to be when you're playing Jinbe. You want them to be in the corner, you want them to be able to just be scared of their lives, and just abuse the Shark Skin and Brick Fist and, Water Shot on them if they're Delph-Fruit characters. Now, when he has the ability to activate, nothing really changes. Of course, the normal chip damage and stuff like that. But other than that, he's just a power heavy character, a power type character with all these tools just to make your Delph-Fruit characters living hell, or make their lives living hell. Now, for his awakening, when Jinbe goes to his awakening, the only thing he really gains is additional attack power. But his ultimate, which he does gain, is an amazing lunge. Now, what it does is that he lunges forward. Kind of like that, like a little palm thrust, which is really cool about this move itself. But first, I'm going to demonstrate how much damage it does on his own. Now, I don't want to stink when you get hit by this move. Actually, we're going to check. We're going to check after this little part to see if you can actually lose your ability if you get hit by this. I'm not exactly sure. But this is actually a... I messed it up. Let me get a little closer here. 1, 2, and... I'm too far away. But if you're in a corner, you can actually combo at with your ultimate. Oh, never mind. Didn't die though. Okay, let's check here. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to have all this here. First Delph I can think of that won't fall. Okay, let's check it out. So what we're going to check here is see if his ultimate actually counts as the water. And see if it actually removes Delph-Fruit abilities. If it does, that's something I never noticed, because usually when Jinbe does his ability, the person dies. It's supposed to be a character guide, yet I don't know something about this. I don't even have it written down anywhere. So let's see here. Okay, it does. Okay. I mean, I kind of figured. I just want to be 100% sure. It does remove Delph-Fruit. Okay, so he has his Water Tsunami, Water Shot, Water Driplet, and his ultimate that all remove Delph-Fruit upon connecting. And of course, we all know his beautiful, beautiful flash, or not flash counter, but Unity Chain is a one-shot, because we've seen a lot with T-Bass and everything. So guys, thanks for watching this character guide for Jinbe. Just know that he's a pretty heavy character, like I mentioned before, primarily used for killing Death Row characters, very good for Death Row killer. And it's just making Loki characters like, he doesn't need Loki, he doesn't need hockey, he doesn't. Despite him actually having hockey in the anime, he doesn't need it for this game. You just gotta kind of get in there, don't be afraid to just water shot. Don't be that guy that's just focused entirely on just damaging your opponent with this character. You want to go ahead, you want to put your opponent in a predicament where they're not going to know what to do, and Jinbe does a very good job of doing that. Okay, enjoy playing One Piece Burning Blood. See you next time for another character guide video, and don't stop watching. Okay,